Woot. Da, 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 da. Alright. I will wait a hot minute, or at the very least, freaking take my butt over to my channel and put this out on a tweet. Bookmark it.
See if anyone.
Yeah, to take about a minute. Twitter.
On one.
Paste. Stream time. And that's a pin. And we'll throw that little goddamn offending ass rooms on. Let's see. That's gonna go in limbo. That's gonna go in cool kids. That's gonna go in Nazbol and abuse power. We're gonna make sure that we throw that right into the secret rift. Which has nothing to do with
why
that
not?
Room. Yes, why not?
Yeah,
indeed.
why not?
Okay, so does anyone want to lead out? Or actually, you know what?
Yeah, why don't you?
Yeah,
why don't you light this candle?
Yeah,
up,
this
NGR?
is for no good reason. Joined by Brony Inspector, Coyote Lovely, and a gentleman on Twitter who goes by the name of Ethical Z. Instead of basically doing things back and forth on Twitter, where you can't have an intelligent conversation due to the word count being so shit, we thought we would do it on here. I guess it would help, since I know your account is for the most part ethical. Safe to pull up. I remember it being that way.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. That's not any specific knock. You know what? I'm just gonna type it in friggin' Twitter. Let's see. I'm trying to remember how I first came across you. I think some furry winded up making something about it. Oh, now it's
Are you live?
Yeah, well, yeah, we're definitely going. Yeah.
Which channel are you on?
We're on the main.
Okay.
Yeah, this is on the main channel.
Let me just sign into chat here so I can respond to anyone.
Yeah.
The hell, I'm not seeing it.
Oh, here, 1 second. Let me make absolutely sure. Dashboard. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing people talking. I'm on the main channel.
Okay, you're looking at it. Weird.
Yes, I'm absolutely looking at it.
Try reopening my browser
here. Yes, it says it's live. We're definitely
Well, I
going.
do not want to give you a verification code to my phone. Honestly, like, fuck off.
Okay.
Ugh.
All this technology. Oh my god.
Yeah, here we go. And this should take us right here.
Oh my god, real quick, just read what Moto said in the chat. That's a fat fucking meme.
Where is it? Oh, Moto drop. You typed in ethical and PETA showed up. Lol. Okay. Do you have any hot takes on PETA ethical Z?
General premise is okay, but fuck their execution.
Okay, no, that sounds fair enough. We're not gonna bottom out just yet. That's a good start here.
I'm a big fan of Pokemon Black and Blue.
So I'm looking at the tweet that I had referenced here that had a 4.1 thousand upvotes where you go, oh my god. So I'm going to click on this from Wintergreen Wolf's channel. So this is the kind of shit that people will do to us if we just lay down and submit to them. This is actually ridiculous. This is why I advocate for people arming themselves, that we are the crazy ones. And it says here, animal abuse should have a registered like sex offenders. That way you can check before selling pets to them. And also you can trash their house. Oh, I guess I missed the part about trashing their house, and I was like, okay, now I kind of get the gist of that. Before then, do you feel that people who abuse animals should be on the registry list?
A registry for animal abuse. See, that's difficult, just because I feel that the current definition of animal abuse isn't quite accurate.
Well, here, well, let's keep that within the guidelines, since basically there's a register for sexual abusers, correct? Would you be comfortable if sexual abusers that just extended to animals?
Again, the definition of sexual abuse isn't in a place where I'd like it to be.
Well, then why don't we pull up the definition and you can point out what issues you take?
Yeah,
real quick. So
I'm
so
really
you're-
trying not hard to meme here and pull it because you're kind
Yeah,
of doing a little
you're-
bit of a Bill Clinton there. Define sexual.
Define what the
I know,
definition of is.
Yes.
Well, so just real quick, let me just throw this one out there. You don't think people having sex with animals should count as animal abuse? Is what is basically what my takeaway is from what I've gathered from what you've said.
No, actually, that's not entirely
Okay,
correct.
all right.
No,
Okay.
let him go.
Please go. Yes.
So it really depends on the type of contact, in my opinion. There are different factors to take into account, like whether it's force, what kind of signs the animal is showing. I, in general, don't advocate for human on animal just because of different anatomy, and just greater risk of harm to the animal, as well as transmission of diseases. So,
Are there animals that specifically are more prone to carry diseases? I've never looked into this really myself. You'll hear about it periodically, but is that an area of field that you're fluent in?
I'm not fully educated in that. I do know that it depends on the circumstances in which the animal is cared for. Like, for example, obviously a cow that's kept in a field with a bunch of fucking bugs and parasites is going to have more risk of disease than your household dog.
Okay. Did anybody want to jump in there? I guess I could just
No. Yeah, you keep going. Yeah.
Okay, here.
Yeah, sorry,
okay.
I'm just pulling up my VoIP number so I can finally get into this chat here.
Yeah, again, I was looking through your Twitter here, and one of these retweets here was, again, here, from Azert the Pedo Jester. It says, me, it's 0 to 17. I'm a minor. I can't be a pedophile. It's normal. I'm not an adult. Me, 18. Oh, fuck. Moral of the story, let minors learn about it. So I had a question about the above tweet here. What was the moment when you realized, well, shit. Oh, actually, yeah, this is, I think, shit, I should have grabbed the actual tweet here. It says, what was the moment that you realized, well, shit, I'm a map, and you decided to hit retweet? Yeah, I'm curious about why you bothered with this whole, here, I'll put it in the chat here. I should have grabbed the actual Twitter post, but if I'm misrepresenting you at all. You did retweet a couple things from minor attracted persons, correct?
Yes, I did.
The floor is yours.
Yeah. What's your?
Oh, this question here. Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, was just figuring out the login stuff. So with regards to the map community, I do think that the sexual attraction to minors is potentially harmful. Obviously, people can control their own urges, but it's something. It's an attraction. It's not something that can really be helped, and so being demonized for it doesn't really help the mental health of those people when it's already such a fucking rabbit hole. So I think they need as much support and education as they can get.
Well, hold on. So just making fun of them or ostracizing them is completely ineffective. The wrong approach. You think we accomplish nothing by doing that?
I mean, you can meme on people all you want, but like for something that they can't help, I don't know that that's really helpful to them.
Well, I had another one here. It's somebody I've seen you retweet a couple times.
Wait.
It's called a Diplomatic Monster. Here, I'll put the Gyazi in.
Stop with the October 2019 shit. I would really like for Twitter to have an edit button, but it doesn't. So
What do you mean?
Yeah. What are you referring to?
in my pinned tweet, I said I joined Twitter in October 2019, and people have gone off on that as if
Oh,
it's
yeah,
some-
the Brony Inspector sat there and said, we have a time traveler. Be careful, boys. If he starts to lose the argument, he'll just go back in time. That's just a meme. Don't.
Right.
Yeah.
Hold on. Actually, I actually want to address that. Like you said, things people can't help. You shouldn't. Like it's not helpful. I don't think anyone's slipping and their pants are falling down. They're accidentally sticking their dicks in their dog. I think people can help that.
Yeah, for sure. And I always advocate for demonizing actions over attractions. So if you'll allow the alliteration there.
Okay.
And again, I don't stand for child sexual abuse. It's been proven time and time again to be harmful psychologically. So
Well, there was another one here from True.
Yeah, but what's odd is that you say that, but then like I think you feel like you're using their advocacy to springboard your own in a way. Is that have I got? Am I getting the right impression here from that, or what?
Do you find any common ground between?
Is there some crossover? Is there commonality there between zoophiles and pedophiles? I'm sorry, minor attracted people. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna use that term.
Yeah, you know what? Fine, fair enough. We do face similar battles there, and in regards to the sexual stuff, which isn't the entire battle, I'd like to emphasize. It can only be mutual beneficial for the two communities to be together.
Classic team up. That's what you're saying.
Sure.
Okay, but there's another one here. I believe this was one of your retweets. Would sex dolls be designed to look like children? Help stop pedophilic abuse of children.
Yeah. What
about? Would you care to defend that at all, or care to elaborate? Because I did click on the link here. It says, "Do you agree with the pros and the cons?"
Yellow link.
Yeah, here I'll grab. Yeah, I'll grab it too.
Post my beliefs on that.
Yeah, here I'll put that in the chat as well. I did some legwork here. Again, try not to misrepresent you, which is a little bit easier not to do since we're not on Twitter and again having an argument there.
Yeah, you can represent yourself however you want here. You're doing
all right. So on screen, reading it off according to the article that was associated with your Twitter account, it says pros. It is far better for someone to engage in sexuality with an inanimate object than a real child. Second pro, if a pedophile can satisfy their desires with a doll, they will not desire real children. That's a lot to unpack. Cons, pedophile is more complex than mere physical attraction, and meaning the dolls will not necessarily put a stop to it. Con 2, sex dolls would merely provide a form of masturbation that would not be a replacement for the act of sex. And 3, child sex dolls are a form of pedophilic encouragement. Would you care to delve further in? Did you stand behind that article that I'd posted up, or would you? I'm just looking for more clarification. Then
the Coyoto discussion.
Yes.
So I did post my beliefs on it. I don't remember if Coyoto actually allows me to review what I've posted, which is fucking stupid. But in general, I think that it is a mixed bag. With regards to the pedophilic encouragement, I think that could be a factor, and there have been studies to show that. At the same time, if that is an outlet for some people, I think that could be potentially helpful. So I don't really see a reason to.
Hateful.
How is okay?
Hold it. Like, I've got one from the Peanut Gallery because Hateful's asking in here. I think Hateful's alluding to having sex with inanimate objects. I thought Dockies would suffice as a child funk doll. Should we have Hateful in here for that?
Maybe.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I really think we should bring Hateful in here. He wanted to come in here.
I think he's actually got some. He's probably got some hot takes. But so all right. I noticed what. So you're worried about child sex dolls could be pedophile encouragement. Yeah. How is joining forces with the zoophiles for advocacy and letting them have a name for themselves, like minor attracted people instead of pedophiles, also?
I think you said that backwards.
Pedophilic encouragement.
Yeah, no, hold it.
Sorry.
You said that. I was under the impression that Ethical Z, self-identified, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, as a zoophile, and he seemed sympathetic with the minor attracted persons. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I think that's.
So is that not pedophilic encouragement? What, like, literally, how are we defining this term of pedophilic encouragement?
So the thing with pedophilic encouragement is I don't defend the actions of people who offend. I'm only behind the nomad community. I've never been behind the active pedophile community, and that's the way it's going to stay because science is backed that.
So you're more
You have some
sympathetic of
scientific.
the,
Yeah, hold it.
you're more sympathetic of the condition itself, correct?
Right.
All right. How's everyone doing tonight, by the way?
So far so good. I'm trying to open up my second computer here so I can take a look at Steps articles before actually putting them on screen, because that would be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Tell you what,
I did throw in there the one thing I did post on the Coyoto thread.
Okay, one sec. Here, I'll throw these to Brony Inspector, and you can tell me if these are safe there. That's the way to do this.
So, Ethical Z, have you done any research into any medications or therapeutical treatments for people that suffer from zoophilia or pedophilia?
So I've seen a psychologist myself.
It looks
and
safe.
Sorry?
I was telling Anthony, there's nothing unsafe for the screen on here. It's mostly text. It's all text.
Okay, excellent.
So I've seen a psychologist about this. I'm actually in the process of getting another psychologist. And I've been told that it's not something that interferes with my life at the moment. I've been told that it's not something that can really be treated, but because it's an attraction, and that they can only really encourage me to abide by the law. So
Well, what's the crossing line?
Here's the thing.
Well, hang on real quick.
Yeah.
Tony. Is it the frequency and intensity of this arousal that they'd say, okay, this is interfering with your life? What would they go from there?
A therapist is only going to treat you for things you tell a therapist are interfering with your life. So if you go into treatment and you don't say I feel that this is a big problem for me, then they're going to as your doctor, they're going to or therapist or whatever it is, or just fucking social worker if you want to be super poor about it. Like, those people are only going to treat you for the things that you're willing to address as a problem with them. Like, it would take a level of openness that like you can't get treated for something that you're not discussing with them, that you're just going like, but I don't think it's a big deal. Then they'll move on and focus on the things that you have brought up that you do feel are interfering with your life.
Ethical, I do have one more question. Could I pop in with this one? It's kind of important.
Yeah.
And again, you can naturally...
I feel concerned about it, which obviously I did, because this is, like, I care for animals. I care for what those harmful actions could potentially do to them. So it's something that I would have liked honest feedback on.
I have a quick question, though. Ethical, if you felt comfortable. If you're not comfortable with specifics, are you at least above 18?
I am.
Okay. I don't know, you sounded really young
that
or
was a
something.
weird question.
Well, because like if you were some random teenager, that would really recontextualize a lot of this. So
yes,
like if you were just doing this to sound smart or wanting a social issue to help identify with, to help identify who you were, and you were like a young maturing person, that would recontextualize a lot of this. So no, not that weird a question. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think that's that
definitely.
weird a question.
I'd say if you're a developing child or teenager, definitely changes the context, because it could become a more frequent problem later on down the road in your life.
Oh yeah, not even considering that. Like, yeah. Ugh.
Well, let's see here.
This is an interesting WordPress that you've got up. Let me just take a look at this here.
Oh, sure. This is a remark from my peer, Stepius. It says, "Stop BCL. Does having sex with animals harm anyone? Animals show great stress." Let's see. Animals very much are harmed by having sex with people, whether receptive or active, even if that's contact is only oral. Okay, moving past that. Permission is I'm now receiving permission and posted some writings by a kinky dog trainer who has extensive background in dog psychology that further expanded on this. Step, how fucking legit is this? Is this more of a meme or...
What is this?
Yeah,
Kinky dog trainer. Can we not skip over that? That's a real fucking title.
God, I did. Yeah, this
what
was
the fuck?
The dog kink whisperer.
Animal sex.
God damn it.
Animal sex.
Step,
Animal
what
sex.
Step, what the fuck are you looking at in your spare time? Holy Christ.
Step, I am
This
concerned
dog
for you
has
on
told me
multiple
that
levels.
Okay, let me.
This dog just told me that you molested it.
Can you give me an actual link to the particular article you're looking at? I'm
Oh,
having
sure. Yeah,
trouble.
yeah, yeah. I'll put it in the chat.
Awesome, thanks.
Let's see. Bunk. And there it is.
Cool.
Okay, I take it back. This is a fat fucking meme.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Kinky dog trainer. Ugh.
I was seeing another retweet here from Faya the Patriotic Fox. Okay, so let me get this straight. Letting a dog fuck you is abuse, but cutting off its balls is okay. I saw this.
Oh, Thea.
Yeah,
Thea.
I
Really?
saw your retweet, where it implies it's okay to have sex with animals, but you're against neutering. Am I misunderstanding this? And also, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad do you want to kick Bob Barker in the nuts? Sorry, okay, if that joke bombed, I can try.
But yeah, removing a dog of its balls is pretty inhumane in my opinion.
Okay.
There are health concerns to be taken into factor, but in general, like I don't really agree with that.
Okay.
Okay, well they have that now where they don't have to actually neuter the dog's balls off. They can just give it a shot to sterilize it. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
That
So
doesn't actually
you're okay.
cause
You're okay with controlling the animal population. You don't have any issue with that.
No, not at all.
Just altering the physiog of the dog is an issue for you.
Yes. Did you I saw again, I don't know how serious you were taking this, one of your earlier tweets, you expressed that dressing up an animal in clothes was animal abuse. Was that the case?
What tweet was that?
Okay, well look, if you don't remember,
You don't remember? We're not doing this one.
Recalling the tweet you're talking about.
okay,
But
yeah,
I just
maybe so. I don't know. It was more of like a nitpick because I remember you tweeted a picture with a cat in a raincoat, and I was like, oh, seems kind of contradictory. But he's like, oh, I don't remember that. Oh, well, never mind, forget it. Let's go to something else here. I keep coming across the minor attracted fucking tweets that I found a lot of concern with. I know Coyote Lovely's itching to get at the zoophile thing, so I'll let him definitely jump in after this one. Let's see here. Let's see. Zoosexuals and this was originally on your Twitter, retweeted from there. Zoosexuals and minor attracted absolutely fit the queer label. It's not interchangeable with LGBT, but I consider them included in LGBTQ+. Cis heteronormative oppressions include targeted people who refuse to have unusual het sex for sexual reasons. Here, I'll put this link in the room. I believe you did retweet this. You can choose to say that you did or didn't.
That definitely sounds like a truest boy tweet. Oof.
I think it's from Big Dragon Energy. Oh, I got with the joke. Lol, Big Dick Energy.
Big Dragon Energy.
Yes, it took me a second.
BDD.
Yes, I'm such an old boomer. Anyways, what are your thoughts on that, or is it just a retweet without thinking about it?
Huh.
I would really like to know that one personally, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I got goosebumps from how fucking angry that's making me.
I'm kind of.
I'm straight. I don't have this problem.
Yeah, but there's.
I guess this is me needing to check my privilege, like guys. Lol.
No, you're good. No, just like no, you're lucky. Just tap out on this one.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
So my friends here, Brony Inspector and Coyote, are a bit more upset because of their.
Maybe some identification, some participation in the communities that you people just seem so adamant to hitch your wagon onto, not because you identify with us, but because you saw that our tactics to gain social equity were effective. You're not, it's just so obvious what you guys are doing here. They're like, well, LGBT people got social equity. I would like the same thing. I'm sick of people constantly telling me I'm bad. I'll maybe some of the dumbest ones, maybe some of the dumbest, most fucking trendy fucking LGBT, the new motherfuckers, just the new guys. Maybe the new guys will be open enough and dumb enough to buy into what you guys are trying to accomplish with this whole, like, it's Pride Month, let's all get on that. Let's got some sex with animals too. How is having sex with an animal the same as having sex with a man? What are the similarities?
Pushing a lot of questions at me at once.
No, I'm ranting at you a bit. Yeah.
Okay, we'll start off at the hit him with one or two. Like, slow down.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of those you wanted to hear.
Yeah, he specifically wanted to hear how having sex with a man was like having sex with an animal.
What's this? Yeah, what are the similarities here?
So in terms of sex, I can't really defend that because I don't have the psychological background on that. But the attraction is still there, and that's the core point here. And I'm always going to push forward.
But that's the thing. Two people who are like, man, I think you're really hot. I think you're really hot too. We should be a couple. That'd be great. And then those are two people who are like, sharing a mutual attraction to one another. Having society go like, no, you can't. That's see, the reason here is like a man attracted to another man, like, this can actually manifest into something, and they could, like, if they're lucky, have a healthy relationship with one another. You think that's the same? Like a person can have a healthy sexual relationship with a dog. It's just the same. It's just completely the same.
But Brony Inspector, hold on a minute. Yeah. Didn't you watch Family Guy? That's exactly what happened in one of those episodes. Remember?
I must have missed that one.
Well, I mean, we could put a pin in this one. There's another tweet here where I believe you retweeted a thing from Tree No Map. Art is art, baby.
I feel like we're not covering everything out here. I feel like that I'm not being able to respond to everything that's being
said. Go ahead.
No, we'll back up.
Give them a chance to respond to at least something I said there.
Okay, yeah, by all means.
I apologize.
Yes.
So, I'm always going to advocate for the attraction before the actual sexual physical aspects, because I would like to know what is actually going on in the minds of animals before fully advocating for that. Obviously, I'm going to be biased just because of the way I'm oriented, but I truly do want the best for animals. With regards to the mutual consensual relationship that you're talking about between gay men, I totally recognize that as valid.
Or men who have sex with other men, whichever.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it, sure. With animals, it is there is that communication barrier. I'm not going to lie. It is a big issue. It really depends on the two partners or however many. I don't judge.
That is not. Yeah.
I lost my track because you interrupted me, but okay.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Don't take it personal. He literally does it to everybody, but go ahead, take it.
I imagine. So with this, it's you have to develop that communication on your own. You have to individually understand what your animal communicates, and that happens even outside of asexual relationships, where, like, obviously animals will all try to communicate the same way. Like, if they need to go outside, they go to the door, etc., etc. But there are ways of expressing affection. Like, some are more cuddly, or some don't want affection at all, and that's just something you have to learn about your animal.
Okay, this is going to segue into something that I actually did want to talk about.
Coyote, you want to go
next.
first? And then I'll rip into it after you're done. Coyote.
It's totally okay, Hateful. I think you can go first, and I'll just go after. It's fine.
No, man, you go first.
Okay. Well, one of the things about consent is that it needs to be unambiguous, and the thing that you just described is that it's very case by case, and the amount of people who can understand what that would be is very selective.
Or interpret,
Yeah.
or have that
Right.
skill of interpretation, this mysterious thing that you're talking about.
Hold on. I got the conch right now. So,
sorry.
what I'm gonna, 1 second. If it has to be unambiguous, very clear, everyone would be able to easily understand it. There can't possibly be any kind of consenting if it requires selective interpretation from select individuals and then, relaying that. So that's kind of a problem here, because if the animal can't make this incredibly fucking clear to everybody, and I don't even know why I'm entertaining this line of reasoning, but if the animal can't make it clear to everyone possibly who could interpret this, you can't have unambiguous consent. And that in and of itself means an animal by definition can't consent.
And that's a tough point, and I can give that one to you. But at the same time, if an animal shows those signs of consent, then who are we to deprive them of that?
But it's not considered unambiguous. We can't all interpret
them. These signs are ambiguous things you're interpreting. I know my dog wanted to have sex with me because he wagged his tail 3 times and spun around in a circle, and that's the thing he does when he wants my dick. Like you're just
bark
completely...
once for yes, bark twice for no.
You're grasping at straws here on this one, man. Bark once for yes. Ugh.
Bark twice for no. What does whimpering mean? I guess whimpering means go harder.
Ugh. Animal sex. Animal sex.
That would be a sign that no, I'm not gonna continue with that.
Yelping is a definite
Anyway,
yes.
Hateful. You wanted to go next?
Sure. Let's rip into the attraction aspect real quick. So, when it comes to the concept of attraction, what normally comes to mind, it's usually what your senses pick up.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Am I breaking up?
He said when it comes to attraction, it's what your senses pick up, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
I think
so. You can
attraction here.
Sure, right, and we're talking about physical attraction, correct?
No.
But there's something about this dog or this animal that.
Well, he said no.
Attractive, correct? No. Okay, well, where does the attraction come from?
Like physical attraction, emotional attraction.
Okay, so where does your attraction normally stem from then?
Are you asking?
Yeah, what's the difference between an animal you find hot and one you're like, nah, not my speed? How do you determine that?
One's really attractive and one's very nice, so I'll only fuck him on occasions.
In terms of physical attraction, I really do like the chefs and some of the hounds.
Okay, that's enough. Cool, man.
What about them do you find attractive? Can I also ask another thing? Do you find so these are typically large animals, correct? Not as big as you, but still larger in scale animals, correct?
Larger canines, mostly.
Okay. Because back when I was in Barrow, we had a conversation with a zoophile who used to live on the farm, and he spent a lot of times with the animals there. That's all I'm going to say about that. But he's with a group of zoophiles that have certain preferences when it comes to the partners they select in these sexual activities.
Peppermint Coyote, correct?
I don't remember.
Is that
probably
the one we pastured?
That's the guy that lived on the farm and he had sex with his dog.
Well, I think that was him.
What the actual fuck?
We kept saying.
I'm just gonna spoil it real quickly. It was Blake Diamond, except with the dog.
Wow.
What?
You might want to make that clear that we're not saying that Blake Diamond.
The dog let him come in his ass.
Okay.
Ah!
Oh, lol. Okay.
Oh, clean your ass, Blake.
All right.
You're out there.
I gotta go back and tend to the fields now with cum on my ass.
Okay.
Can I just say something real quick? So I'm not sure if it was totally clarified to some of the people in the chat. I do not think animals can consent at all. I was only making the argument the way I was to sort of present the point that I was going to make.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that was clarified, because I'm not sure if everyone in the chat understood that I don't believe that whatsoever. I don't believe animals can consent.
So there's
Same.
nothing you find attractive about humans? Have you ever had sex with humans?
That's not true at all. I have a human partner right here on Zeus Winter.
Okay. Oh, wait, what about your partner do you find attractive?
He's tall, he's handsome.
Okay,
I
like
can't
the
say much
dogs.
more. And I open
Is he a good
us
boy?
up
Does he speak when you ask him to?
Do you put on a collar?
Oh, he's a very good boy.
Okay. You put him on a leash?
Yeah, sure. If that's the mood we're in.
Oh, so you do that. Okay.
More for the.
And you pursued
BDSM.
this relationship before or after you pursued a relationship with an animal?
I've never pursued a relationship for an animal, for one.
Okay, well...
Yeah, I did.
He's just an advocate. Yeah, he's just an advocate for
Just
zoophilia.
an advocate, a sympathizer, Brony Inspector.
Yes, yes.
They know
No,
the
not
struggle.
a sympathizer. No, a full-on
They know
advocate.
that-
Like he
know the
retweets.
struggle.
He knows that the struggle.
Brony
No,
Inspector.
he can. His struggle is just like the struggle the LGBTQ community went through. It's the same. It's that same struggle. I should be sympathetic to this man's
Was that
issues.
Coyote Lovely having a meltdown in the background?
No, I muted, but believe me, I am.
I forgot a couple times I was muted, and truth be told, maybe that's paid off for me.
Look at all those tabs.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go headbutt a tackle box.
Okay.
Hey, look, all these tabs are legit.
These are all good tabs.
Yeah,
That's what legwork looks like, boys.
yeah.
Ooh.
A lot of tabs.
What did you think of being included in Memology's video, if you saw it?
I was only very briefly in Memology's video. He didn't really touch on me, so
Yeah.
I guess I just wasn't that important.
No,
You can touch on the zoophile all you want.
no.
I wouldn't do it.
No. I remember one of my friends was like,
Ain't
"Hey,
no law says you can't.
I had a friend who's like, Memology just suddenly started following a bunch of zoophiles. Do you think there's something wrong there?" I'm like, "They're probably doing a video. Let me go ask." He's like, "Yeah, I'm doing a video." I'm like, "Oh, okay, you're good." No. We might have to have a talk with you, man. What's wrong? Oh, fuck.
I
What?
can't wait for the day when we discover life outside the stars, Anthony, and the Zeophiles are added to the LGBT community.
So I wanted to get back to this one here from this was a retweet you had from Tree No Map. Art is art.
Okay.
Baby fur, cub, lolly, shota, violence, and various kinks. It is only a problem if if your art refers to actual abuse, like CSCM. What is that, by the way? But most of the material.
Sexual expletive material.
Okay, so real life stuff, basically.
Yeah, it's like the conversation we had about Lolicon,
Okay.
Anthony. It's like the
Oh no, this is
pictures
exactly
aren't
it.
harming any.
Yeah.
Right, it's the same thing. The pictures aren't harming anyone unless we find out that it was used as reference material from actual child porn.
Yeah. But most of the material of the groups.
I think flipping is easy in chat makes a good point. Do y'all need a drink before we go on? Like,
Yeah.
do you need,
Yeah, I could use a
share
drink.
little bit of
I
whiskey?
will be right back.
I'm actually gonna freshen this baby up myself.
I already had a few drinks.
He thinks the alcohol will throw us off our game. It will only make
I don't
us
drink,
stronger.
so I'm good.
Like my dad like my dad always said before he died of alcohol poisoning, what doesn't kill me makes me stronger.
That's a fucking meme. I like it. Anyway.
Alright, we're back and the rum gods have blessed me. Yep. Am I still in the call?
What's your drink?
Yeah, I've got a
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah,
still
you're
here.
still on the call.
Hmm.
What's on the menu for this evening, Anthony?
I'm just drinking a rum island, that's all.
Oh, okay.
It's a Bacardi thing. So you're of the opinion that it's all just art. Yeah, I kind of concur. I did have to ask that question to somebody else. I was just asking your opinion on that.
In regards to art, I think a lot of it circles back to the previous sex dolls conversation, where it's is it an outlet versus is it encouragement?
What do you
And
think of in the case of things like, say, Bad Dragon, where it pops out of the world of 2D and it's starting to encourage people to have more of a, yeah, just like the sex dolls. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I was waiting for that one actually. Yeah.
I'm cool with Bad Dragon, honestly.
How many Bad Dragon toys do you own?
Well, hold it. Since you're cool with Bad Dragon, got it. So
Yeah, Webcake, how many Bad Dragon toys do you have?
what the fuck are we talking about here? No, anyways.
Apparently, how many Bad Dragon toys people have.
Well,
Okay.
I was saying how many. I was making a joke that some of the Webcake said on Twitter a while back.
All right. But in regards to Ethical Z about this very topic, what were your exact opinions on the legality? Do you feel that dolls of children should be legalized in that case?
I think it's hard to make an assessment at this point.
But if it were legal, it'd be no skin off your ass, is what you're saying. You wouldn't be bothered.
Maybe? I honestly don't know.
That seems pretty easy. I'll tell you what. Let me go
like,
around. Let me go around the floor here. Brony Inspector. Sex dolls based off of children. Yes or no?
I would. They are a third the cost to produce, and I would charge 5 to 10 times as much for them.
That's
Coyote
fucking
Lovely.
American, dude.
Yeah, Coyote Lovely. Sex
So long
dolls.
as they're not based.
Yeah. So you said so long as they're not based on actual children. Got it.
So
Yeah,
long as it's
cool.
not based on the
Yeah, I would
Taiwanese
like to
children they used
for
to make them, then
monetary purposes
yes.
and also for monetary purposes. They want to commission you.
Okay. Well, what do you work on? Make kind of, or do you have some kind of business? Without going into specifics, since I'm assuming you don't want to.
I was just making a shit joke. Like
Okay.
the FBI
Yeah, okay.
commission you.
Okay. So, how about chat? Does anybody else? I'm assuming everybody. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of no's on the sex dolls for children. Holy crap.
Yeah, I say a hard no on that one.
Yeah, I don't see.
I think there's too many ethical questions, and there's just way too many things that could just fucking go wrong with that shit.
Right.
People trying to cut cost and all that. Like, there's fuck no.
As soon as it's
Right,
illegal,
well, no,
I'm
it's
out.
like
Yeah.
the biggest question, Coyote, is was there an actual child used as reference material for that mold?
Hell no.
The sad part is I guarantee you, if the sad part is, I guarantee you, if that ever became something that was actually sold, some sick motherfucker's gonna do that, and that's exactly why I say a hard no on it.
I mean,
Alright.
then we're getting into Zeus territory. So whoops.
What is?
What territory?
Are you not familiar with Zeus?
No, I didn't hear what you said.
No, I do know who Zosh is. I actually, believe it or not, you'll know. Guess who I asked to come on the show? Our
No way.
our enlightened blue dragon himself. He had college. Or something.
Thorax.
Yes, Cawthorix.
Yeah.
What did you guys think of the
fuck it, I would love
whirlpool
to talk
rabbit
about
hole on the furry community
Yeah,
analogy?
Sure.
Yeah, but I asked him once. He only likes pre-recorded, by the by.
Now, so
Yeah.
like, oops.
Wait, what did you say happened with you and him?
Nothing. I've spoken to him like once or twice, but he wants nothing to do with furries now. So, whatever.
Well, no, we again, me and Brony Inspector had him on, and a little bit later he winded up coming on. I think it was another podcast called Augie RFC or something like that, where he claims he's hamming up whatever he's doing. I'm told he covered a video on zoos. Was that the case, Brony Inspector?
Yeah, he did. He did a video which seemed to imply that being a furry could very well lead to zoophilia. He drew sort of a tenuous link between the two things. You know, mostly just to kind of like talk crap on furries. It was pretty amusing. If you're in the joke.
Talking about his parting video.
The much needed sequel
like the man
to
from the first
In
beauty
Defense
video?
of Pedophiles.
I can't understand if you both say it at the same time.
Go ahead, Hateful.
I said the much-needed sequel to In Defense of Pedophiles.
Yes, it was very much that. Yes.
Jesus.
Can furry lead to zoophilia? More likely than you think.
That's some
I
BuzzFeed
fully
level
agree with
shit.
everything you said in that defensive pedophiles video.
So yeah,
Just so
this is just
we're
me being a busybody, and you might not choose to actually weigh in on this. So everything going on is to change from here on out. I want to properly address what just happened. I just blocked Lekanta Spink because he was being manipulative of me, and my loved ones were concerned for my safety for this. This is not an attempt to silence him. This is not me trying to swerve. I was intending to verify my identity further with him tomorrow morning, and I'm sure he has info about me to release. I was only hoping that this in the best decision. What was this all about?
So back when I joined the zoo community, I started up a Discord server because, that's what you do when you join a community. And I was trying to advocate for being a safe space for zoophiles to speak their mind. And part of that is trying to make sure that there's not anyone in there that's trying to get sensitive info. So I was trying to verify that they had been part of the zoophile community for a while. And that led to a lot of scrutiny, especially by Spink. So he ended up releasing a whole article, if you'd like to look it up at some point, on me being a honeypot. He suspected that I was not a zoophile and that I was collecting information on zoophiles to dox them. So
that would be so cool if that was the case.
Oh, here's from Leo Convoy. Anyone pro needs to be dragged out into the street and shot. Wow. Whoever this Leo Convoy is, it seems like a mean,
it would
mean
sure
man.
be crazy if he made a cameo.
He
a year
sounds
later.
like
Leo, how could you say something so?
He sounds like a vicious terrorist. I think he's gonna
I don't
shoot up
think
a
all this.
convention
I
or
don't
something.
think this animal sex stuff is healthy, man.
Okay.
I really don't.
Leo, how could you say something so controversial yet so brave?
No, Leo, this guy just needs a hobby, automotive repair. So my favorite introduction to automotive repair for people is to test the catalytic converter on your car.
Catalytic converter repair or removal, but whatever is your preference.
Holy hell. So
you just need a more constructive hobby, man. I don't think all this animal sex, like thinking about animal sex, that can't be good for you, man. Automotive repair now, that's the way to go.
I'm so fried.
I don't know if you're just memeing or what here, but I do have a life outside of Twitter. And people don't seem to understand that. They seem to think that I'm on Twitter 24/7 and that I'm evading them. No, dude.
Well, take us through a day in your own life. Like, at what point in your normal day does thinking about animal sex and advocating for zoophilia come up? That's just a small portion of the pie that is your day. Why don't you take us through that so we get a better idea of what, you've been evading people on Twitter. That's all I heard.
Do you go to
the
ZA meetings, the Zoophile Anonymous meetings?
Yeah, maybe you need a meeting, dude.
Yeah.
I know I do. Alcoholic, not a zoophile.
I was about to say, Brony Inspector.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, do we need to be who inspects the inspectors, man? Who inspects the inspectors?
No one. We act with impunity. Now stop asking questions.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I swear to God, officer, I'm not drunk.
Ossifer, I swear to drunk, I'm not God.
I could see Coyote being that drunk.
Sober.
Oh, I think we've got a...
What?
Oh, chat has spoken.
Ooh.
Okay. Cothrix just posted a video about eugenics. Is that like a new one, or...?
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Like
so
a couple weeks.
I think that
old.
came out like
Minute.
last
Yeah,
month.
that was like
Did
a
you-
week. That was like a week ago.
Did you not see the new eugenics video, Anthony?
Not yet. I've been kind of busy with dumb shit. In case you haven't noticed, this is serious.
Well,
stuff.
apparently,
Like,
according
look,
the
no.
point of the video is that he says that
Is
the
that
right
Cathorax
opinion
is a genius, and he's right. That's the point of the video.
I was gonna say that TRO is into eugenics, but whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, the right
The
opinion.
Cathor.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
exactly. I
Yes.
was like, damn, man, you made this whole video.
Man,
just
we are
because of one
off in the
fucking
weeds
tweet?
here. Let's
Yeah.
let's talk. Let's let our guest. Let our guest.
Well,
I
Coyote,
don't know.
you
I
had
think,
a whole bunch
I think
of
I
things.
want to. I think I want to stay in the weeds, brony.
Yeah. we're on Skype, Leo. All right. I
Do you
guess.
want me to add him?
Yeah, by all means.
Throw him in here,
Okay,
yeah.
Yes, our Thundercats ho. Oh,
Be some fucking thunder, and there's gonna be a hoe.
GI Fro.
All right, we got a
$2.
super chat here.
We can cash in on that favor y'all buttons.
Can
Wow,
we
okay.
cash in on that favor y'all buttons? Oh yeah.
Thank you very much.
Good evening.
Ladies
I
and
thought it
gentlemen,
was
we
a
are joined by
solid.
Leo Convoy, the moral majority.
The bad
Hello?
lieutenant
Technically-
is here.
Technically, we owe Buttons a solid, but in my case, we owe her a liquid.
So, what was this about banging animals? Hello?
That's your opener? Really?
I'm sorry.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Would you rather me bark,
There-
meow, meow for you? Would that get your attention better?
Leo, they're advocating for animal sex, even though they've never had sex with an animal, but they have an attraction to animals.
Why don't
Yeah.
you just, okay, in this case, you can do one of two things. You can either go get checked out and find out what in the world is wrong with you, or you can do everyone else a favor. You can go into the woodshed, you can get a hammer, and you can just destroy your dick.
I've already
Goddamn.
commented on the whole psychologist thing, and I'm not repeating myself.
No, I got it. Hey, don't feel bad. Hammer Dick has been a reoccurring theme from Leo Convoy. It's been a minute, but he's
It just shows you how manly you are, man. Do it.
No, my point, look, from what I can understand of you, you're soft-spoken, you're lispy, and you're talking about how you need to or want to bang animals. Like, what the heck is wrong with you? At what point did you not realize that you took a detour here into the loony bin?
Here. I'll try and take a better, measured response at this. Is this where you felt more comfortable after popping online, or is it joining the furry community? Where did your confidence on this topic come from? I think might be a more measured way of.
It's a better way to put that. Yeah.
Yeah.
How far down the furry whirlpool are you?
How accepting are other furries of this?
They're not accepting.
Okay.
They're not. No, I can. No.
So tell me, why do you think it's okay to bang animals?
I've already addressed that.
Yeah, I wasn't in here for that.
He wasn't
and-
here. Why don't you answer Leo? Yeah.
Well, he says it's more of just a desire as opposed to acting on it. I think, and he
Okay,
says
then let's change gears here. Do you think people should be allowed to act on the desire?
At this point, I can't really give a solid answer on that. I need more psychological, scientific evidence. So.
Yeah,
25,000
that's
euros.
That's kind of where I came to this point when I came in here. I was like, "What kind of research have you done?" And I'm guessing it only amounts to 2 conversations you've had with 2 different psychologists, correct?
Who you're not addressing this as an issue. You want to.
Yeah.
Who you've told you don't think it's a problem, so now you don't have to talk about it with him. You're off the hook with
Right,
your therapy in this.
Mentioned it as something I was concerned about.
Okay, I get it's something you're
pretty
concerned
hard
about,
at
but
this, like,
Okay,
I get
so you
in
don't
terms
have.
of my free nights off, I do look into actual studies on this, and there's nothing solid either way that I've found. And if you can find something for me that proves that wrong,
Do your own
I would
fucking
love
legwork, Zoophile.
to change
No,
my
okay,
mind.
hold on.
well,
hold
no,
on,
it's
Hold
the
on!
fact that you.
Hold on.
Okay.
First and foremost, do you believe consent's important? Yes or no?
Yes.
Well, then there's your friggin' answer, moron. Animals can't consent.
I'm out of here, buddy. See ya.
Later.
Bye, Felicia.
Well, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I'll look at it this way. We were 54 minutes in.
It's an hour, dude. We almost did it.
Yeah.
I do what I want.
Look.
Yeah.
Well, they were already out of fucking arguments because we established earlier through my own argument against them, animals can't fucking consent even by their own standards. So it's just like... It's like you have no fucking argument anymore. Obviously, they can't fucking consent, you dipshit.
Well, it's open to interpretation
they also,
on the
they
owner.
also don't have any research.
I'm gonna
It's like I was gonna be like, the fact that you haven't found any solid research is raising some red flags that this isn't.
It's not even the solid research. You took it from a wrong angle. What he's trying to do is get us to prove a negative, and that's a logical fallacy. Just call him on that and be done with it.
Yeah,
Sure, but then where's the fun?
Well, hold.
But that would only make like a 2-minute stream. Like we wouldn't have gotten the 55 minutes.
Yeah, no, I was
My
like,
issue
okay, I'm
with
really,
him-
yeah, I was like, first things first.
Mostly.
We need to not have Leo come in right off the bat because I know that will not last long. Yeah, no. I'd like to thank everybody. Yeah. I was like, oh, this is going to open up a door to what more zoophiles, Anthony? Do you really want to do this? And I was like, oh, you know what, Leo will show up.
Yeah. And hey, in all fairness, you did say in the chat, and I quote, "I don't want to be here," so I'll fix that for you.
Yeah, I was zoning out like nobody's business a couple times where I was like, oh, Jesus, even reading off these fucking tweets makes me feel gross.
You know, what should worry
I don't
people
want to
is
be
that-
here. Just
What should
I don't
worry
wanna be
people is
here.
that these people are all over Twitter and they have no problem telling you this, and not only that, they're proud of it.
Yeah.
Well, like, for 1 second, if you think that, like, well, the fucking gays, those LGBTs got their social equity, they think they have a moment right now, and it makes me fucking sick.
Oh yes,
They did not,
gays can get
like-
married now. Why don't we just bang animals? Freaking moron!
Fuck you, dude. Yeah.
Right?
Petition to repossess their genitalia.
No, I ain't touching that.
Yeah,
we'll
dude. I
pay
don't-
somebody.
yeah, well,
we'll
you
pay
can
somebody a
touch the
lot of money with
zoophile
a
all you
hazmat
want, but-
material.
We mandate for them to solve the problem on their own end. That ain't a me problem. That's a them problem. They gotta
Well,
solve.
no, I like that
But
he
Leo, you're
wants
not-
them. I like that he wants them and the minor attractive, the pedophiles, all on the same boat. Like we can
I'm
just.
sorry, what?
I don't think I read
Yeah.
this one off earlier from Blinky Iris. Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Ugh, damn Blinky. There's your $2 worth.
Well, in this
Well,
case,
Leo, the reason I
know
was-
they did.
The reason I obviously think if we're going to have people repossess their genitalia, they should be wearing full hazmat gear, but it also creates jobs. It builds the economy.
I'm okay with
Yeah.
this. In fact, if this were California, they'd have a state bureau for that set up already.
Actually,
Right.
We'd have a tax board measure passed.
I'd set up
I
a
have-
campaign to get a eugenics branch going up on our government.
I disagree.
Get millions of jobs.
I have a better idea. So there's two things that are always going to be needed. We're always going to need police dogs, one way or another, regardless of what you want to call the police force. And apex predators that are kept in zoos or sanctuaries are always going to need meat. So what we do is we stress test this.
Oh,
And
a
we-
little irony here.
Oh,
Indeed.
Jesus. Wow.
Yeah.
The thoughts and
Now
opinions
that I
of
can
the
get
guests
behind.
on
I
this
like the cut
pod
of
do
your
not
jib,
reflect
Leo.
the thoughts and opinions of the
Well, it's like we had this talk when we first spoke with each other, Leo. It's like one day if I get a contagious disease and I only have a few days to live, you were
Yep.
saying like I have all the pedophiles in my community mapped out, and I'm just gonna run around the street naked. I'm
gonna give them all Ebola.
I'm gonna make it the zoophiles that live around my town. I'll do the same thing, Leo.
And I
This
stand
is
by
why.
that. If I had-
This is
if I
why
had-
ethical doesn't want a registry because you're gonna give them all Ebola.
No,
Oh,
it's not Ebola. It's not Ebola. What I would do is if I got some incurable disease, is in my final days, I'm gonna find these people, I'm gonna put on the Doom soundtrack, and I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
dollar from GI Pro. Yes, we looked at your article, Step. We did read it off to him to some degree and such. It was
Yeah, thanks, Step. Thank you.
yes.
Thank you
Steph,
for that.
That was a
Steph.
fat
That
fucking
was-
meme.
That was hilarious. Thank you.
So how long was this mealy-mouthed moron just making all sorts of excuses and asinine arguments?
Whenever
54 minutes.
Yeah, whenever we kind of pressed him or something like that, he's like, I don't really feel comfortable about that one. That one's
Oh, what a puss.
You guys aren't letting me speak. You guys aren't letting me make my points. I got nothing.
You know what?
Right.
Let's-
No, well, then please go ahead. I got nothing. Yeah.
Let's-
I really think. He
What
was.
is it with this pussy willows and showing up and having nothing to say?
I don't know what they think. What is the point of like an audio-based media where the person isn't there ready, prepared to communicate their ideas verbally? Do they know how a live stream works?
Yeah, and again, it's the fact that it's a live stream. And what do they do? I didn't think of any of this. Did you think this was an interview? Did you think this was some candid camera crap? Get your arguments out and get ready to hash them out. We're not here to coddle you, you teat-sucking moron.
Yeah,
what is this fucking scarce?
In here, dude. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what scarce is, so yeah, whatever.
Basically, a really boring version of Keemstar who doesn't upload anymore.
Yeah.
Oh well, I don't watch Keemstar. I really couldn't tell you.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
IR boomer.
Yeah, no,
He's very upset right now.
Ryan, no, he did not do well. He I bet he got kicked out of debate club. I bet everyone in debate club just bullied him until he didn't show up to meetings anymore.
Oh, I wonder if he's a competitive debater too.
No,
for him to be a competitive debater or a mass debater.
He's he's certainly, he's certainly, for a self-styled advocate of zoo, he sure didn't have his arguments fucking lined up and ready to go.
Well, probably because it takes longer to form an argument when you have to do it in real time instead of sitting there staring at a Twitter screen wondering, how can I turn this on my opponent?
How many times? How many times did he rewrite those tweets before he sent them? It makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder.
Not enough. I'd be sucking this bad at it.
Well, yeah. It's like I need because one of the questions I wanted to ask Brony, because they were like, the first thing I did when I became a zoophile is I made a Discord group, because that's obviously the first thing.
Because that's what you do. No, I loved that line. I wanted to come back to that too. I'm like,
really?
Is that the first thing you do? How many members did you get on the first day?
Right, I thought you'd make, I don't know, like make a platform or something to make sure you get all your facts straight. First question: do animals give consent? Skipping over that one. Moving on. Discord.
Yeah, skipping over.
Yeah, if this is now, I just want to get a Discord together where me and all my dog fucker friends can hang out and talk about how we want to have sex with animals.
Well, Zero,
have you ever noticed it's always these low T, high pitched promote this nonsense?
Well, we don't know when he had a voice changer. He didn't want to come out and use his own thing. So you should have heard the first garbage thing he had, where I was like, "No, that's." I thank you, Brony. I might have been like, "Let's see if I can make that work," and you're like, "No. That sounds like shit."
That is not pod. That is not pod. Yeah, that was what. I was like, "No, that's not a podcast. No, turn that off."
Do you think they're friends with Caro the Wolf?
He wasn't.
We didn't. Now see the how long have you been a furry raider question did not get brought up on this one, unfortunately.
Hey, look, we had time to ask it. We were starting to fucking peter out there.
Yeah,
so
we were.
You know what the sad thing is? I feel more for this person's parents, because how terrible is it to bring someone into this world, love them, care for them, raise them up, for them to wind up like that?
I made that joke earlier, Leo.
Well,
I would go to my mom and dad and I go, how did you fuck this up?
I have a message. If their parents are watching, I have a message specifically for that person's mom's uterus. Don't make another one of those, okay? Okay, don't.
No, I advocate for child abuse. We beat those kids senseless. Wooden spoon, leather
you know
belt,
what? No, you know what? If he had a factory job when he was a small child, none of this would have happened. If child labor, none of this would have happened.
You know, we're gonna get to the point.
Works in the assembly line. Lean their.
Yeah, with this type of nonsense, with people trying to push pedophilia and zoophilia, it's gonna get to the sad point where something like a scat fetish is considered normal, and that's just vile. Good lord. Please accept
scat fetishes should be kept to oneself. Like
I would. Well, you clearly haven't seen Messy Tail's Twitter.
No, I don't want to. We're not open that bitch up. No.
Yeah, no, and I don't want to.
Yeah.
We've already opened a similar can of worms up. I don't think we need to have a repeat of that reaction.
But
I definitely don't think there's some kind of pedo. I don't definitely think that there's something wrong up there mentally. They're a sane, normal human being. with wants and desires, just like everybody else.
I'm gonna get out of here so that I can go drink and cry and just like hide in my closet for like 3 weeks.
Dude, take me with you.
So,
Yeah.
you know what? This
I'll
is a
see
good.
you
This
guys
is a
later.
good, yeah. This here, hold it. This is a good place to end it, so I could have a talk with you guys off